So Amy, who do you think is the best female superhero out there? Who's your favorite?
See, those are different questions.
Oh, okay. Who do you think is the best then? The best female superhero.
It's awesome that it's even a complicated question.
I think
it's so awesome that there's more than one potential answer.
Exactly. That is great because there are certain times and certain, decades that you could not have done that.
Yeah, or that your trailblazers are like super compromised and weird, like the 60s, where it's like, you're a trailblazer just for existing, but you don't get to touch anything with your powers because that would be weird.
Oh, you're talking about some rogue there.
Or in that case, like your Invisible Woman's and your Ms. Marvel's, where it's like, well, it'd be too freaky if you punched anybody. So your power is to hide in the corner.
Best ever superhero, female superhero. Go.
I have to give it to Wonder Woman.
I have to too. So I'm gonna clink your last for that.
Yeah. I'm a Marvel girl, but like
because she's the first.
The first, and
she wears the American flag in a bathing suit.
See, that's another thing. Is like at the time in when was she created? 40.
It was 1940-41. Yeah.
Yeah, right in there. Like it actually was a deal at the time where she shows up in like those weird bloomers, like when she first comes around, and she was kind of like, oh, you actually have freedom of movement in this. So there was a brief period of time where that was actually a sort of like liberated woman thing. Then the problem with her costume is it worked. Society changed. We're allowed to wear shorts and pants and other things now. Yep. And unfortunately now it looks ridiculous because she's stuck in the bathing suit.
Pants or no pants for Wonder Woman?
She should be allowed to wear pants.
Do you like that version of Wonder Woman that's back there on the set?
I don't know why they're going with black and silver though.
Oh, you don't like the black and silver? You'd rather be blue pants?
Dark blue would make more sense to me.
Okay, I like Wonder Woman with pants. I actually really like that costume quite a bit.
Yeah?
Bathing suit doesn't work for me for Wonder Woman. It just seems weird.
I love the idea of her having pants. When they actually have, like, the couple of times in recent history where they've tried to give her pants, I just happen to not like the designs.
Even with the jacket, where she was, like, biker Wonder Woman for a while. Remember that?
They put the jacket on, and then they put those, like, sort of, I don't know what latexy substance that was supposed to be in the Straczynski run, but, like, the pants didn't look good, and they didn't look like actual pants. And so I was like, yes.
You know you have problems in a comic book where pants don't look like actual pants.
Yeah, you just drew a naked butt and then you colored it black. And you were like, yeah, it's shiny. That looks like pants. That's not pants.
Who's your favorite? Personal favorite?
Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde, Shadowcat.
Yeah.
Really? Is it because of Lockheed, the little dragon?
It's partly because of Lockheed, and it's partly just because, like, right place, right time. I was 13. I was getting into comics. I was like, there's a brunette and she likes computers and she does ballet. And, like,
I didn't know she did ballet.
That was a thing in, like, the 80s. Stevie, what's-her-face, was her ballet teacher.
Stevie Nicks?
Yes, her ballet teacher was Stevie Nicks. What is her name? She had the braids. She was like a big Claremont supporting cast when they had all the sort of, like, human supporting cast that was around the 80s
Lord, I
X-Men.
don't know. I'm bad with Claremont 80s. There's like, Claremont 80s X-Men is like, let's introduce 500 characters and only say their names once. And then you're supposed to know who they are.
But they introduce themselves in every issue. That's the other. You can't have
in dialogue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine if people like in real life talk like that? Like if just
my name is Amy Dallen. I'm here to talk about comics.
I'm Jason Inman, and I like drinking things out of cups.
If only I weren't troubled by my dark secret.
I've always hated chocolate.
Oh, so what about you? Who's the best female character? Who's your favorite?
Well, best is Wonder Woman, obviously.
Awesome.
Wonder Woman. My favorite? Ooh. Now, you know what? I'm going to say my favorite is Sue Storm.
You are awesome. Yeah. Well, you'll get a clink for that, sir.
I'm a big fan of the Fantastic Four. I like that she is the most powerful member of the team in terms of power set. Like, she can do basically anything. By 1960s terms, the weakest member of the team, the most powerful.
I mean, I would have to argue for, like, I think it was a subconscious thing with Jean and the Wasp.
Yeah, Jean's the same way, yeah.
And Sue Storm, like, where they all, it would kind of be too crazy and threatening to have women up in there punching things. So I don't think that he necessarily, I don't think he was doing anything consciously sexist by giving them those less confrontational powers. I think it just seemed like a more reasonable way to incorporate them. Oh, okay. Because I don't know that he ever foresaw everything people were going to do with Sue's powers. Like, it's amazing.
And there's been some crazy stuff done with her powers. Yeah. Insane.
Like, she's got that Magneto level, somebody came up with a basic idea, and then when you really think it through, she can do anything in the universe.
Just like Iceman.
Yes.
Yeah. Iceman's the same way. Like,
getting crazier and crazier, yeah.
Yeah, they were like, at first they were like, oh, he just throws snowballs. And it's like, well, no, if you think about it, he can manipulate any type of moisture. Yeah. And that makes you pretty powerful.
It's everywhere, all the time.
Are you a personal fan of Sue Storm? Is that why you clink the class?
Yes, I'm kind of a late convert to the FF. I didn't really...
See, now you get a clink for me, because FF is secretly my favorite Marvel title.
That's awesome!
Yeah. Fantastic Four, I think, is the greatest creation of the Marvel Universe, in my opinion. And I'm a DC person. Poison!
DC Poison. They're so underrated now when it's like in the history of the 60s, people are like, no, that was Marvel's first family. That was the big hit. That was the thing that made everybody sit up and take notice.
They are still mining those 100 issues 50 years later.
Okay, agree or disagree, I, during the Hickman run, got kind of obsessed with this idea that, like, the stuff that Hickman was just throwing out there during that run, I think his imagination can pretty much only be compared with Kirby. I think we're going to be mining that for the next several decades.
Well, I agree with you because, I mean, Fraction came in after his run and immediately just, like, took stuff that Hickman did.
Yeah.
You know.
The Future Foundation was so perfect. Like, that cast full of kids were so awesome. But, like, all the random...
The Future Foundation, I think, was the best addition to the Fantastic Four in the last 50 years. By far. That title and the idea to make it a school is, like... so brilliant that you're just like, how did nobody ever not think of this? We have all these kid characters. Let's make a school.
Yeah. And you've got the guy who's most about being smart of anyone in, like, of course he'd be
a teacher.
Trying to give people education.
Yeah, he'd be a teacher. Do you think Superman has impure thoughts about his cousin, Supergirl?
I've read the story where it basically said it. There was a story like in the 50s where he said on Krypton it's legal to marry the cousin, but you can't do it here on Earth.